Leos are all about attention. Like, they want to make a grand entrance. They want to make a grand statement. Cancers are more about staying in the background, you know, just kind of like being that nurturer, being that one that takes care of everybody and letting their work shine through that way. Everybody, it is your girl here, Genuinely Divine, and today we're going to be having a conversation about Leo men in love with Cancer woman. Is it a match made in heaven, or is it a match that heaven somehow rejected? Now, when it comes to this compatibility, Leo man versus Cancer woman, when you look at it, it will be like, okay, no, this is not good. This is fire and water elements coming together to form a bond. And as we all know, you do not want fire anywhere near water or water anywhere near fire, right? Because what's going to happen? The fire is going to be put out by the water, or the fire is going to dry up all the water. Whatever the case may be is going to be a disastrous situation, right? But I don't think that's what's going to happen in this compatibility. Now, in the sky, the sun and the moon are husband and wife. They create an eclipse, right? So it's like the sun shines in the daytime with all the authority in the world, right? Making the world a much brighter place. But at night, the moon nurtures the earth, giving people that peace of mind, that comfort, so that they may be able to sleep very well, right? So when you put these two together, they can definitely form a really nice relationship. When it comes to communication, these two would definitely have to find a common ground. But in the beginning, things seem extremely well, because of the simple fact this is water and fire. Dealing with water and fire, these are two totally opposite elements. And opposites do attract. So when they come together in the beginning, the communication is wonderful. Although Leo man may dominate the conversations, while Cancer woman just really sits there and listens to what her Leo man has to say. Now, later on in the relationship, the communication may prove to be a problem because Leo is fire energy. It is fixed fire energy, which means that Leo man is going to be very direct with his communication, not really thinking about the emotions or the feelings of Cancer woman. Cancer woman is going to be a little bit more reserved. She's going to internalize her feelings, her thoughts, and emotions a lot more, because what we're dealing with is Leo man as the divine masculine, and we're having Cancer woman as the divine feminine. When we talk about these type of energies, masculine energy is more direct. So whenever the egos come out to play in this relationship, you can definitely look for the fireworks. So a common ground is definitely necessary in the communication, because Leo tends to get really frustrated with his Cancer woman because she doesn't express what she's really feeling. Instead, she get into a mood or she retreat into her shell, causing great frustration for the Leo man. Cancer woman gets a lot frustrated with her Leo man because he requires so much attention and he dominates the conversation, and he tends to talk over his Cancer woman sometimes. That's mainly because Leo man feels like Cancer woman moves or she communicates a little bit too slow in the conversation. Now, as a disclaimer, you guys, there are other things to be factored into this compatibility. The sun signs are extremely helpful, but it doesn't tell the whole story. So if you guys have compatible moons like earth and water moons, they can definitely change the whole dynamic of this compatibility. We're gonna step into the qualities of this relationship. Now, I feel like in this compatibility, Leo gets to shine and let all of his sun qualities be displayed in this relationship. I also see Cancer woman being able to let all of her moon qualities, you know, display itself in this relationship. Mainly because Cancer gives Leo man room to shine. She gives him room to be the center of attention. Leo man allows his Cancer woman to be that nurturer because he loves to be nurtured. He allows her to be that caregiver that she loved to be in that home body. But sometimes there can be a conflict here also. Mainly because Leos tend to love attention and they love, you know, having fun, and Cancer is more of a stay-at-home. So sometimes they may clash here, where one wants to go out, the other wants to stay home, so they can't really agree. So what happens is Leo man may decide to go out anyway and do whatever he does with his friends, leaving Cancer home because this is what she preferred to do. And sometimes it may cause a problem in the relationship because Cancer woman may feel like Leo man needs to stay home a little bit more. Leo man may feel like Cancer woman needs to get out of the home a little bit more. But however, nonetheless, if they find a common balance, these two would definitely be okay with one doing what they do and the other doing what they do, okay? And then coming together to make a really nice home together, because this is king and queen energy, okay? You have the moon and the sun. When it comes to long-term relationship with this compatibility, I can definitely see a long-term relationship, because this is one of those type of relationships where it's kind of like a love-hate relationship, or it's like The Notebook, kind of like The Notebook, you know, like how they just could not agree on anything. They would just get into these battles, but in the midst of them arguing or confused or frustrated with each other, they knew that they loved each other, and the passion was so strong between the two that they just grab each other and they're just like, I can't let you go. I do feel like this is the type of energy that happens with the Leo man and the Cancer woman. It's like this type of love that they can't always get it right, but it just feels so right whenever they come together to become one. So with the sexual compatibility, oh, this is amazing, because Cancer receives her king, and Leo man is more than happy to oblige his Cancer woman. And this is definitely a joy to the world type moment for these two. Some people with this compatibility, this may be the only thing they have in common, and the only thing that really holds their relationship together is the bedroom part, because they definitely make steam. I do not see Leo drying up Cancer's water, and I do not see Cancer's water putting out Leo's fire. I do see it coming together to create some hot, passionate steam. Advice for this compatibility would be, Cancer woman, you need to stop internalizing your feelings, your thoughts, your emotions, and start having a more direct approach. You're dealing with a Leo man who is fire energy. Fire is direct. So you have to stand up for yourself and let Leo man know that you're not a doormat and you cannot just be walked over. Leo man, you need to stop trying to dominate the whole situation. You need to be more open to change and not feeling that everything that you say is correct, because it's not. You need to start listening to the opinions of your Cancer woman, being more receptive of what she's trying to communicate to you, even when she's not verbalizing what she really feels directly with you. You guys learn to do that in this compatibility, this relationship can last a lifetime. It can be one of those relationships that other people look at and say, wow, I wish I had a relationship like that. You guys can be super awesome together, or you guys can be super horrible together. It is all up to you guys, because there are differences that will definitely have to be worked out in order for this relationship to flourish and reach the highest heights in the romantic department. Some things to consider in this compatibility is that Leo and Cancer are next door to each other, like next door neighbors. In astrology, you're usually more compatible with people who are further away from you, because you need to be able to grow in the relationship, and one needs to be able to teach the other person something new. And that usually doesn't happen when you're next door neighbors, but at the same token, it does happen. But however or whichever, you guys are both still developing. So in this relationship is going to be more of an experiment or teaching and an understanding. So as you guys grow into something greater, you have to accept the fact that you're both still growing. You're both still maturing. So it's not very much that the other can teach the other, but what you can teach each other is how to respect your needs and your wants and your wishes without conflict, okay? Cancers rules the 4th house of tradition and home. So Cancer woman is going to need security. It's going to need to know that you're going to always be there, Leo man, and you're not going to be so focused on fun and attention that you're not going to be able to provide a stable environment for her, because stability is extremely important to Cancer. Leo man needs to know, Cancer, that you're going to satisfy all of his needs and his wants. Leo man needs to know, Cancer, that you're going to make him your son and you're going to revolve around him. No matter how bad things get, you're going to be there for him and with him. And always try to understand that he needs this attention. He needs to be somewhat worshipped as a king. So the question has been asked, is this a match made in heaven, or is it a match that heaven rejected? This is a match made in the sky. Until the next time, you guys, I wish you guys so much love, peace, and many wonderful blessings. Bye. Push over.